Good evening, everybody. It's the Mountain Man here. Today, we're going to be taking a look at these Wish.com fret files, only because I've never done it before and I did not want to spend the money on a big, expensive tool when I really didn't know what I was doing. Where I live at, there's nobody to work on your guitars like this, and the one person is about an hour and a half away, and he charges like $40 an hour. And let me tell you, by the time you do a whole fret, that is going to make half your weekly income on doing your guitar one day. And for me, that's just not an option. So I purchased these and have used them to much success. I had done this guitar a while back, but it was my very first fret sanding job, and I did a good job till I got down to the 12th fret. And I'm guessing my neck wasn't completely straight, so there's a few high frets down at the bottom. So I've had the action raised for a while, so I've lowered the action down, and I'm working to figure this problem out. I just finished this fret, and we're moving on to this one. And I wanted to show you guys that, if you take your time and, measure 12 times, saw once, that you can actually do this for yourself at home. But you gotta have a straight fret rocker. If you'll see, all the way across, this fret's higher. You can hear that rocking noise, So, remember your fretboard has a radius on it, so you want to move your file with the radius and not screw your guitar like I just did. Like you saw, this guitar, it's beat to death anyway, so that's why I began working on this one. I've also done my Ibanez, and I've done a few frets on my bass, because like I said, there's nobody to do it here. You buy an instrument here, it's coming straight out the box, and you're buying it without any kind of setup at all. I usually turn it around this way because when you come back this way, you're going to smack your horn. And I usually tape it up, but like I said, I only have a few hours before work, and I want to get this done today so I can spend my 4 days off playing guitar and hanging tree stands in the woods. Deer season is approaching shortly, and I am ready to go. I've changed my mind. I've hit it twice. This tape is really good. Painter's tape. It's not the cheap stuff. I'm going to tell you, the dollar that you save buying cheap painter's tape is not worth it, because the hours you spend trying to stick it back is so annoying. Let me throw a couple more little pieces down here. I was watching the HP42 here on the YouTube, but in the mountains of Kentucky, our internet is crap. We've got a heat advisory for today again, which has been unheard of. I've never heard of a heat advisory here until this year. And we have a thunderstorm moving through, which tells me they'll be doing no bingo trips tonight at work. You can feel the high points coming off as you do this. Now this file actually crowns your frets as it does this. So that actually helps and saves time, because you don't have to go over it 12 times with 3 different tools. Do not get me wrong. If I had the option to have StewMac come do my guitars, I would do it in a moment. But I do not, so I do this way. And I'm sure there's some of you guys out there that will have to do it this way. But as you go across it, you can feel all your high spots starting to come down. It gets a little smoother. See, we're already making our process right there. We're making progress. Remember to keep your radius in mind. You don't want to you don't want to sand flat. And once you do have a flat area to begin with, as you go up the radius, you can feel it give as you sand, making it flatter as you go. So we're good about right there. And we're making pretty good progress. Not something I really want to do, but I got 4 days off coming, and I don't want to spend it working on the guitar. I want to play the guitar. So I try to do all my repair during the week while I have to work, and then I can play guitar all my weekend off and get out and work on my tree stands, because archery season's coming in, and I like to stay in the woods and hunting for the gigantic bucks of the mountain, which I very so seldomly kill because they are wiry. But I do have some on camera this year. That's it. So we got a promise for something. But on that same story, I had one last year and did not even get to see one in the woods, even though I spent a lot of time out. Oh, we about got it already. Now when we finish this process, I like to I vacuum mine off with a brush on the end of my vacuum, and then I use a little lemon oil to get the stuff off. I also go over my press with some steel wool to make sure I get all the little scuffs and stuff out of it, because you want a smooth fret, so when you're doing your vibrato and bends, that it moves smoothly across the frets. Alright, we got all of it right here. Oh yeah, I better actually buy it. That one little area. Oh, I feel it right there, grab. Try to make sure your rocker is centered, so that way you get a nice even bend. A rock on the fret, if it bends, you're screwed. Looks like we're good. Maybe a little bit right here on the edge. Oh yeah, I felt it back. But you get the drift of it. So I want to say, get the elbow grease out. Good painter's tape. Fret rocker. And a good surface that you can actually work on your guitar and hold it still. And, you know, don't be afraid to try this. Sometimes it is overwhelming, because you'll do it and come back and you missed a spot here. You got to go back and do it again. So has been the case with me, but you guys can do it. If I can do it, you can do it. This is the Mountain Man signing off. See you guys later.